Hey, it's me. Just giving you the daily update from the Altmba. Today is actually day 22. I've been off on my days. Yesterday I think I said it was day 18 and it was actually day 21. So I started using numbers again and counted and found out that I was a few days off. Yesterday's project was really interesting. It forced me to take a look at constraints, and more specifically around revolving around a project that I'm focusing on right now. It was telling me to look at the constraints as far as how far I could push before hitting one of these constraints. And then after I've kind of labeled these and identified these areas that are keeping my project inside of a box, I had to think of it, think of those constraints no longer being an issue. So, usually the constraint has to do with an asset or something not falling into place right. So I was kind of pushed to then imagine a reality or a possibility where the constraints are no longer an issue because I had the right amount of people interested in my product, I had the right amount of information for the product, etc., etc. So it's really, really cool, and it's definitely something that I would encourage anyone who is looking at trying to create something to try, because when you are building something, it is easy to run into these constraints along the way and get held back, instead of recognizing them early on and coming up with a game plan for addressing and jumping around these walls or building above these walls that you may have set up without even realizing it. So so that's been really cool. Our next project and assignment is going to be on asset boundary, what is it? Asset boundary narrative. So I'm still trying to wrap my mind around that a little bit to understand the stories that people, and companies or organizations tell themselves about the assets and the boundaries that they have. So I'm working on that today, and I will be publishing that post tomorrow night. I'm also working on a post, it's been a long time coming, but it's another post from my personal blog that will be the collection, and this is craziness, but it's the collection of goals that I actually set back in Project 2. So almost 2 weeks ago now. So it's been a long time coming, and it's almost done. I had a lot of goals that I put out there, and it's still just it's a process. It's the goal setting process, and it's been it's going to be interesting because I'm actually going to be going back and redefining some of those goals. So as always, thank you so much for watching and checking in on everything, and I look forward to meeting with you personally. We can always get together. My email address is nick@nickbovee.com, and I'd love to connect and talk about your organization. So hopefully we can do that soon. Thanks for watching.